Hey YouTube, this is Zach with Achilles Financial, and today I want to talk about STEM Inc. as they were recently awarded the energy storage portfolio by NineDot Energy. And there's a small article or a press release on the STEM website. I will link that in the description down below, but I really want to highlight a few of the items here. The first thing that I want to highlight is they are partnering with NineDot Energy, and they are labeled here as a clean tech developer that designs and deploys community distributed energy generation and storage projects. Well, let's take a look at what NineDot does. Here on the screen, I have provided NineDot Energy. As you can see, they are labeling themselves as out-of-the-box clean energy. What I really want to highlight is this is primarily going to be a New York University Urban Future Lab in Brooklyn. What that means is that they are backed by Carlyle Group, which is the second largest private equity group in the world at this point in time. And what they do is they are heavily influential in clean energy and clean energy storage. You can see that their goal is 400 megawatts by 2026, and I'll go further into discussing what this will look like. But there's a lot to unpack in this solution, so we're going to talk about this a little bit more. But the main thing that I want to highlight is, as of today, although I did not look at this previously, they've added a number of NineDot partners. The ones that I want to really highlight from the technology perspective, you can see STEM right here next to Tesla, and we'll talk about Tesla a little bit. But primarily from the technology partners side of the house, we are going to be looking primarily at the energy software side with the Athena platform. And there's a number of items down here below, once again going to highlight that Carlyle Group information. So they are partnering. This is a group that will be doing the management side of the house, which means that STEM is really going to be providing their Athena software platform. So let's go back to the article and talk about that. So what you see here is that they are going to be working on 6 front of the meter energy storage sites. So what does front of the meter mean compared to behind the meter? Essentially, that just means where the electricity is in relation to the electricity meter. And while that sounds pretty simple, the way that that actually works out is that if the project is going to be front of meter, that means that the storage and the efficiency is going to be done or created before it passes through the meter, which is what you will be billed on. So the behind the meter means that how are you appropriately utilizing that energy? You're primarily going to see front of the meter on residential properties, and you are going to primarily see behind the meter on commercial properties, although those two are by no means consistent across the board. So this is going to be primarily a software storage. I also want to highlight that this is going to be covering 110 megawatt hours. I'll be interested to see if this is discussed when STEM announces earnings, which is expected to be the second or third week of February. But it'll be important because they currently are managing more than 600 megawatt hours. And so this would be a healthy addition and would continue to be one of their top accounts and would be showing healthy growth. But again, this is primarily going to be associated with the STEM Athena platform. So you can see here that NineDot is going to own the assets, monetize the credits, and will develop their own energy storage sites. So they are going to be doing, or STEM will be paying for the storage hardware, and also will be using their Athena platform to help to showcase that it is an efficient use of energy. The reason why I think that this is very important is it really helps to cement that STEM is going to be in the New York City plan, or New York in general plan, for clean energy by 2040, as well as shows that they are partnering and showing support by one of the largest private equity groups in the world, in the Carlyle Group. So this is one of the largest funds worldwide. So this is going to be really good for them to have a partner like this and be able to really make some traction in a state that is going to really provide a lot of value by way of clean energy going forward. And I think that this is super important because it showcases that they have a really strong partnership with a group that is partnering with Carlyle. And I'm going to continue to point that that's a big deal because that is a group that manages a lot of money and makes a lot of really good investments. It continues to show that STEM is making really strong, powerful deals. And I think that this is nothing but good for the company. And I'm hopeful that they talk about some of the financial impacts associated with this when they have their earnings here in a few weeks. So short update video, but wanted to provide that. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I provide a lot of STEM content, so I'm hopeful that if you like that you'll subscribe and leave a like. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.